5 German goals, 3 German points, and 1 big massive drinking spree tonight for Steve Clarke. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Yes, there was a Scotland goal in there as well, but who cares? We were pumped. We were defeated 5-1, the biggest defeat in the opening games of the Euros in the entire history of the competition. Tried to go into the game a bit positive. People saying, don't worry about the friendlies. We'll turn up when it matters. Friendlies don't matter. Friendlies don't care. Friendlies don't count. Well, we played just as bad tonight as we played in any of the friendlies over the last year. We were goddamn shite. I'm not sure how you say shite in German.
Scheiße!
Scheiße, whatever, man. We were pants, pish. It's a performance that...
Pants were pished.
I think it's a performance that would get Steve Clarke walking 500 miles to quote the Proclaimers, man. It was bad. And I don't mean 500 miles back towards Scotland, by the way. 500 miles in the fucking opposite direction. I don't know, Middle East can have him at this point. That was a poor performance tonight. Didn't look like we were trying to win. Looked like there was no intent set up from the get-go. You've got Tierney and Robertson celebrating a fucking goal kick 3 minutes into it. That's when you knew the whole thing was knackered. Celebrating a goal kick to us.
No, it's extremely tin pot.
And then after that, there was nothing to celebrate.
No, there wasn't.
Apart from a chopped off Germany goal and a Rudiger goal that went in their own net. I mean, where's the...
We can joke, right, and we can put our wee own spin on it, right? But I'm actually fucking disgusted by that tonight.
It's not good.
I have watching Rangers games and the other Scottish teams in Europe. I have watched a lot of our teams, right, and my own team get scudded, right? But we created nothing, and I don't want to hear the excuse of we were down to 10 men for 45 minutes. We were fucking wank. We had... I mean, it's actually just updated here. We had no goal attempts. They've took away the Scott McKenna header.
Rightfully so, because it wasn't an attempt at goal. I think he was trying to get it across the...
Across what? 96 minutes of football, we didn't have one shot. And there's people out there defending Clarke. I'm sorry, right? Great, you got us to 2 tournaments, right? First in my lifetime, I appreciate that. But it's time to go. I'm not saying he has to walk tonight, even though I think we'd be better off, but he's got to walk after this tournament, because I tell you what, who can defend this, by the way? I mean, I don't know what it is. There seems to be an element, right, or like an atmosphere of happy clappers around the national team. Here, see if you're in Berlin, you're getting pissed, or you're pissed in Munich, or you're pissed in a bar, or whatever, and we're pissed right now. By all means, it's a good time. Scotland are in a tournament.
Really?
But see, as soon as that fucking whistle goes, by the way, no, it should go to fucking Windy, because this is pish.
Does falling asleep after a 5-1 defeat in Berlin, does that taste better than a falling asleep in the UK or whatever? I mean, does it feel better? Like, I don't get the logic here.
Well, I tell you what, your bank account wouldn't feel better. No, there's a lot, right? There's a lot of wasters, right, and all supports, right, and some of the Tartan Army singing about the IRA today, right? Like, but see, for the people that have actually paid all that money, which, I mean, I guess they still have as well, I feel sorry for the fans that paid all that money. And
4-0 down, and all you can hear is the Tartan Army singing Flower of Scotland against the fucking hosts.
4-1. It's 4-1.
Well, they were singing it when we were getting beat at every point, let's be honest. I mean, it's not like we were against Switzerland here or Hungary. We were against the host nation, and they got outsung. It's the only thing they got out. They didn't get outperformed, that's for sure. The only thing we won tonight, if there was a possession stat or a stat for singing, then we would have been victorious in that one. But obviously there's not. I think it's time we start talking about the game.
Right, the first goal.
But, I mean, at this point, 3 points likely won't be enough, because I know you can finish third. I know that goal difference in the group doesn't count. But goal difference in the group that contains the third place teams does count. And I just think it's unlikely that we're going to turn around this -4 deficit. I don't see it happening. I think now for us to qualify, then we probably need 4 points. I'm not saying we can't do it with 3, but I think it's going to be unlikely. And it would probably take the game that we do get a win in, if we get that win. It would take a big result, and I don't see it. See, at this point, see if you offer me 1-0 against Switzerland, I'd fucking bite your hand off right now, because we just don't seem like the type of team that's going to go into a competitive game against someone that's not completely shit, and put a lot of goals past them.
I've seen this happening though. Maybe not as bad as 5-1, right? But I mean, I've seen this happening. But let's talk about the game, shall we? Right. So, I mean, there's literally nothing to talk about from our point of view. Like what we did, as we've said, we'll get to the goal later on, but there was no shots, there was no chances.
And by the way, both Celtic players were fucking shite tonight.
Aye. No,
I just want to point that out.
See people that try and say that we're biased, right? We have always said in this channel that we actually think Tierney's better than Robertson. So see this fucking logic that we just bash Celtic players? Anyone with 2 fucking eyeballs on that pitch tonight?
I thought Tierney was better than Robertson before he went to Arsenal.
Yes, but anyone with 2 eyeballs tonight would have fucking realised that see Callum McGregor and Ralston, 2 worst players on that pitch. By a fucking mile. Especially in their position. Callum McGregor, even Roy Keane was getting stuck into him at half-time. Anthony Ralston, out of his depth, man. Absolute shite. And you know what?
You can kind of expect it for Ralston, you know, but with McGregor, it's disappointing. Not that we necessarily rate him that much, but all you hear about is how, he's Captain Calmac, he's fantastic, most underrated. Look, every single summer, Celtic fans do not worry about Callum McGregor moving on. They do not worry about him leaving Celtic. They don't worry about replacing him because the bids don't come in for him, right? Teams are not interested in Callum McGregor. See if this guy was as good as he was made out to be. Every single season, Celtic would be faced with bids in the summer. 10 million here, 12 million here, 15, whatever. They'd be able to knock back these bids because that's what happens when you've got a good player. See, when you've really got a good player, a player that stands out, a player that's really got quality, and he's so much better than the rest of the team, bids come in for him. There's a reason why every single season, Callum McGregor's future, it's because they're Celtic, man. No, it's because nobody wants him.
Right. Before this turns into an anti-Celtic video, let's talk about their first goal.
Well, I'm anti everybody was pissed, but I mean, Callum McGregor, I think, was by far the worst.
Tune into the player ratings, but the first goal, Kimmich out to him, I believe it's for Tony Kroos out to Kimmich, whips it into the middle, Thorts is unmarked, he's literally got about 10 yards free in a 360-degree angle, shoots. I think Angus Gunn should do better. But before Angus Gunn, right, what about the three midfielders? Where are they? Where's McGinn? No, you know what? The alarm's going. The Scotland team hasn't woke up. We can bash McGregor, right? But see McTominay and McGinn, they're held in a fucking way higher regard than him. Well, at least they are in my books, right? What were they doing in this game? Especially McGinn. Oh, Super John McGinn. We've got Super John McGinn. He's better than Zidane. Are you having a giraffe?
I'd rather. What age is Zidane right now?
I don't know. He must be like 50
I'd take 50-year-old Zidane over McGinn.
No, that first goal, man, it was unacceptable. It's like, right, we go 1-0 down. And then the second goal. No,
McGregor's the deeper of the three, so he should be the one. I'm blaming McGregor.
And then what are him and Ralston doing for the second goal?
Well,
turn inside out.
Yeah, first Ralston's behind, then he catches up, then he gets turned, and then McGregor let Musalia run away, and then he runs back and he just dives in and just gets left in no man's land, and you're supposed to stick close to him, be tight. McGregor must have been almost 2 metres away from him. He turns in, gets the shot off. 2-0. Terrible defending here. Not only did McGregor let him run away in the initial build-up, but he's lucky enough to get in a position where he can make up for it. He fucking just he lets him go, and he's like, here, I already gave you one chance to get past me, mate. Do it again.
See, if we're going to play 5-3-2, then you need to properly park the bus. It was half-arsed, man. Like, no, I don't get. How many times did Ralston get caught in the midfield, get caught, even though we did nothing up front and nothing at the back? What are the wing backs in the midfield doing if they can't defend and they can't attack? No, you know what
I don't get though. See this tournament, like, if the managers of the opposition teams have got brains, and they're not just going to tell their team to focus on the left-hand side.
The right-hand side?
Well, their team's left.
True.
Our right, their left.
That's what they did. Musalia, because best player on the pitch.
You're looking at our left, you've got Robertson and Tierney. And then on the right, you've got fucking Ralston and whoever else Steve Clarke decides to pick tonight. He picked Porteous. Let's talk about Porteous.
I don't think he had a bad game, Porteous.
No, I don't, but at the end of the day, he gave away a penalty and he got a red card, and he was the one that ultimately finished the game, in my opinion. You get into half-time at 2-0, and what I would say is, I think the Germans were beginning to let up a little bit as we approached half-time. I don't think there was much happening.
And what did we do?
Well, we weren't doing shit, but I think if we got in at 2-0, there was a chance to maybe change the game around. But to be fair to Porteous, like, I actually thought he got the ball. He did get the ball. Now, he does follow through. But in my opinion, following through is irrelevant. I know that they're going to say that's not in the rules. See, unless it's intentional, I think following through is just, it's part and parcel of the game.
I like this sort of tackle. I've always stood by these sort of tackles.
Well, no, but hold on. If Sadiq Khan can turn around and say that stabbings in London are part and parcel of living in a big city, can we not say that following through after winning the ball is part and parcel of a big competitive football game in an international tournament?
I think we'll have to go for it.
And that's not the two tenants talking, that's actually legit. No, hold on here.
Just the two from him.
He came out and said that though.
What, Ryan Porteous?
No, Sadiq Khan.
Right, forget about Sadiq Khan.
No, but I'm using that logic there. I think you... So what are you supposed to do? Put in a tackle and just fucking disappear? You're supposed to turn invisible? Or it happens, see in fucking life, there's follow through, right? Sometimes you fart and you shit your pants. It happens, right? Follow throughs exist. And unfortunately for Ryan Porteous, it happened to him tonight.
Well, I'd say there was a few follow-throughs tonight.
Everybody. I think that's why they're wearing dark fucking shorts, by the way. I think they all shot themselves tonight.
Right, Kai Havertz makes it 3-0.
No, but let's talk more about Ryan Porteous. We'll give up in the London part of this analogy, but do you think that was a penalty, and do you think it was a sending off?
In this day and age, it is, but I don't like seeing it. That's what I'll say.
See if this happened 20 years ago. What would have happened is commentators would have been marking it. Superb tackle for young Ryan, and the Scottish players would have been coming over and clapping him. Porto. That's what, and then Porto would have been looking for a big bid for him. That's what would have been happening. But for some reason now, it's like he clearly wins the ball, but unfortunately there's a little bit of a follow through, and then that's it. You know, you can't be doing that. And it's like a double whammy, man. Like, not even a yellow card. How the fuck can you get sent off for a follow through when you win the ball first? Ridiculous red card. If you want to punish him and give the penalty, I mean, I could almost accept that.
Didn't matter though.
No, but I don't. That's not a red, man.
Fair enough. Right, Havertz put it away. Gross comes on for Andrich. Andrich was booked. At this point, the Germans are actually resting players.
Half time and already they're taking players after.
Right, I'm going to call it this act of football and terrorism here from Steve Clarke. He takes off Shea Adams and brings on Grant Hanley. I mean, what are you doing? What are you fucking playing at?
Well, it's not good, is it? I mean, it's not. I thought we would have went 4-4-1 or something, or I don't know, 4-3-2.
Why not just put McTominay back in fucking defence?
No, we're getting beat 3-0. Why the fuck we got no recognised striker? Oh, Christie. I don't care, Christie, right? Christie's a midfielder.
Yeah, there was a lot of money.
We're 3-0 down in an international tournament, and this guy is taking off our only striker. Now, yes, Adams was shite, but if you want to take him off, at least bring somebody else on.
Yep. We then seen Gilmore and McLean come on. The game did not particularly get better at this stage. Fulkrug makes it 4-0.
I mean, the game was done.
You know what? This is just awful again. Grant Hanley is slow as a fucking bus, and it goes into the top right. Then I
tell you what, though, it was a great finish. Like, I'm not going to.
Where was it in Champions League final for your bet though? Nowhere. But then ball gets whipped in. Hanley misses
Thomas
it.
Mueller comes in.
Yep. Fulkrug chests it into the back of the net. Boom. Right. On came McKenna and Shankland. And, I know it may sound like, right, the wee bumlick Lawrence Shankland, but I would say pretty much immediately from Shankland came on, he made an impact.
Yeah, I mean,
he's holding it up. He's bringing people into play. It's not his fault the people he's bringing into play are pants, so.
No, I can't really help that.
No,
he doesn't pick the team.
Ball gets whipped in. McKenna, I mean, it doesn't even hit off his head. It hits off like his chest. Rudiger then hits off his dome. The goalie can't do anything. Then it goes 4-1, and then they make it 5-1. And I look at most of these goals, apart from the fourth one.
Angus Gunn should do better. I think he gets something on it.
It's hard to do something right about the penalty and the fourth goal, but I genuinely think the other three, like, he could have done something. Maybe, well, the second one, I guess, but I thought Angus Gunn shot the bed. I know what.
Well, I'm not really. I'll blame him for the first and the last. I mean, I'm not really going to blame him for the other three.
That's what I'm saying. Right, but this is also what I'm saying. I actually think the way this game went, I think Clarke is going to just stick with Gunn. He's going to stick with Adams, and we're going to puff the same fucking tune against Switzerland. I'm sorry, man. If this game is, I'm not even sorry, it's the fucking truth. If you're starting Ralston, Adams, McGregor, Gunn, I mean, to be honest, you can argue about most of the players in the team, but no, it has to be. I mean, Porteous can't even start. I've just clocked onto that.
I would.
Ryan Christie was bogging.
This sort of gives all these players an excuse. We were down to 10 men.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised.
Would you be surprised if Porteous is the only change because he has to?
No, I wouldn't, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the only... I don't think it should be. I think we should see Gilmore in. For me, what would I do? Based on the performance tonight, I would bring in McCrory for Ralston. He wasn't good enough. And I'm not saying McCrory is, but give McCrory a chance. Why not? I'd bring in Gilmore for McGregor. I'd bring in Shanklin for Adams. And that's probably where I'd leave it there.
No, you can say what you want. Say if he changed the starting 11,
I'd play McKenna.
You couldn't fucking complain about it.
I'd probably play McKenna in place of Porteous.
Right,
McKenna was.
We should be happy about the tournament, right? And I'm not going to see when they're coming out in the ceremony. It's like, this feels good. But Steve Clarke has sapped any bit of fucking life or excitement I had about this tournament, man. It has. It's just piss poor. And I don't know how anybody see the fans singing.
Steve Clarke is like the pineapple on a pizza.
Shite.
It needs removed.
It needs removed. That's pretty much it. And we're out.
Well, we're not out, but it's not a good start. I mean, we can all accept that. Although, is it a wake-up call? I mean, you can say it's not the result that
So why wasn't Holland? Why wasn't England? Why wasn't France? Why wasn't Spain? Why wasn't Northern Ireland? Why wasn't Norway? Why wasn't fucking Finland? Why are they not all wake-up calls? Why is not playing pish against Gibraltar for 65 minutes not a wake-up call? Wake up and smell the fucking coffee. We're shite. This guy needs to get fucking sacked, and he needs to get sacked tonight.
The night?
I would say the night. I mean, downstairs, right? When I was watching the game, I'm like, you know what? Game to the end of the tournament. If we've any chance of going through, he needs to go.
Is he allowed a spot in the team bus, or does he have to walk back?
He can sleep in the fucking fridge next to his cans if he wants, man. But
many cans do you think he's got left at this point?
Don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. That can right there, fucking sunk him. Amy, your can 5-1. Good night. Can you dig it? Sucker. Tell you what, he can deal with more cans of Tennants than you.
That's a goal for a Turk, man. I don't even think that should count.
I fucking reel it in.
What?
I'd take a Turk scoring from you right now. We're pish. It took Rudiger to fucking score for us.
Nah, but you look at that German team over the years. Kahn, Khedira, Ozil. They're Turkish, they're not German.
Alright, fair enough. Any other thoughts?
No, that's it.
We're shite?
No, pretty much.
That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.